What's going on, guys? Alex Fernandez here, coming to you with another workout video. Today I'm going to be covering back, but first let me address what you guys are all probably thinking. Yes, this is the second video in the same week, but all that aside, let's get into it. Exercise number 1 was the wide grip lat pull down. Now, this is one of my staple movements, one of my favorites, because I really feel my lats as a whole engage, and I love the idea of building that width and having that nasty V taper. It gives you a much more aesthetic look. So I went with 6 sets, 12 reps in this exercise, focusing on full range of motion. You may notice in some of these clips that I don't lock my elbows out completely. Now, I've gotten a lot of questions on this, and here's the reason why. Because for me personally, I feel that I get a lot more time under tension, which is the key in bodybuilding. When I don't fully lock out my arms, it keeps the tension on my lat. And sometimes I notice when people fully extend their arms, they kind of lose that. They start engaging their shoulders in order to compensate for that extra stretch. If anybody wants to tally up how many times I said lat in that, please let me know. I'm guessing around 25. Now on to the first bicep exercise. Exercise number 2 is going to be with the fixed straight bar. Fixed as in it only has one weight. You can't unload plates and load them back on. It's sister to the easy bar, which is that little squiggly one. 4 sets, 10 reps, focusing on keeping your elbows slightly forward. And I'm doing this because I feel that it helps to stretch the muscle while keeping the tension on it. Again, going for that maximum time under tension, because I personally feel that when your arms are straight up and down, when you fully extend, yes, you're getting a stretch to it, but the weight is also just hanging from your fingertips in a way. And in my opinion, not getting as effective of a workout in this movement. Now, that's not to say that I don't use the other way, but I just prefer this one in this particular routine. Use a weight that challenges you for the last 2 reps, not to the point where you're throwing the weight, but enough to where you can still control it, but you're thinking to yourself, oh no, I might not get this, and then you push through and ultimately get it because you're a boss-ass bitch. Exercise number 3, going back to a back. I like to alternate between muscle groups when I do a routine like this, where I'm combining 2 muscle groups, because it gives the one not in use a chance to rest and recuperate in order to do as much weight and as many reps as you possibly can. So in this movement, going 5 sets, 15 reps, each arm. It's a neutral grip, so instead of having your hands like this, like with the wide bar, you're going to have your palms facing each other, doing one arm at a time, keeping your chest up, head up, pulling through your elbow, keeping your elbow close to your torso. Of course, I don't have notes with me. I'm going off the cuff for this one, so I lost count. I believe this is exercise number 4. It's gonna be another bicep exercise, doing a cable hammer curl with the rope. Now, you guys wanna keep your shoulders back. Again, with this one, your elbows slightly forward, not rocking them back and forth by using your shoulders, but keeping them in a steady, controlled, solid placement. You may notice in here that I'm actually flexing my tricep a little bit. No, this is not for aesthetic purposes. The purpose of it is to make sure that I'm getting a full stretch on the bottom. And I'm gonna be preaching this in about every video, because in my personal training style, it's all about the range of motion and doing the exercises properly, not just slapping on as much weight as possible and then grinding out. It's, in my opinion, it should be more of an art and training, not so much showing off your juicy pump and how much weight you think you can lift. This is 5 sets, 12 reps, using a weight that challenges you for the final 4. So you're gonna go a little bit heavier in this one. And then on the last set, you're gonna combine this with a drop set, and that's by dropping the weight. I personally do it in half. You can do it by 25% or 75%, whatever is most comfortable to you, and then rep out to failure. This will really help get the blood flowing within the muscle group, ultimately leading to greater recovery. And it also feels great because your arms just feel swole as fuck. So the final 2 exercises are going to be targeting the back, because this is predominantly a back routine. The 5th one being a cable variation. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. I'm gonna call it lat crosses. This is where you basically take your arms, grabbing the left cable in your right hand, the right cable in your left hand, bringing them overhead, crossing them. You don't want your hands so much like this, because this will cause one side to have a different angle than the other. You want to have the starting position above your head with your thumbs essentially touching. And you can use whatever handle you want in order to achieve this, but ultimately you want them right here, and then you're going to bring them down in the same plane as your torso. So your shoulders are square with a wall. You want your elbows to be square with the wall, just like this. And this will help to really isolate the lat instead of coming in forward where it hits a little bit more of your rear delt. Going for 5 sets, 10 reps, and you want the weight to challenge you for the last 3 reps. So the 6th and final exercise is another one of my favorites that I actually haven't done in a while before planning to shoot this video, but it's a variation of the pull-up. Great for burning out. This one, we're only doing 2 sets, but I want you guys to go to failure for both sets. So just rep out as many as you can, do a minute rest, and then start again. Now, I'm doing this with body weight. Some people put plates on their chest, but if you guys start out too light, you could either bump up the weight by placing a plate on your chest, or if you want to do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sets, you guys can modify it. I'm just laying the groundwork for this. All right, guys, so that's it for the video today. I hope you all enjoyed it and got a lot out of it. Thank you so much for clicking on it. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and you can check me out on Instagram, AlexFernandezFit. That's going to be my main social media platforms, so give that a follow. And with all that said, I hope you guys enjoyed it once again. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.